So today, I don't know who I want to rebuild, the Brewers or the White Sox. It's going to be one of them. And what we're going to do is one's going to be the Brewers, two's going to be the White Sox. Hey, Google, 1 or 2? The Brewers it is. So the Brewers, I honestly, when the playoffs started, I thought they were a team that could make the World Series. At the beginning of the year, I wasn't high on the Brewers. I didn't think their offensive lineup was good enough. Like, I just didn't think the offense was there. They proved me wrong. Their pitching's fantastic. And I feel like, you know, if Yelich can get back on track, I know he's been battling injuries, but like even when they've put him in the lineup and he's healthy, it just doesn't look like the same player. Obviously, he's missed a big stretch of time. To get back into a rhythm, it does take some time, but like, are we ever gonna see like an above average Yelich again? Like that I feel like that's a decent question to have, because he just seems lost at the plate. He seems like he's just not fully healthy. It just seems like there's some question marks there. I feel like the addition of Willy Adames, I knew that acquisition was going to be so good for them. I've been really high on him since you know, basically the days with the Rays, which sounds like it's like so long ago, but he is a great shortstop. He's gonna kill it for them. And then, you know, their lineup, where it just doesn't seem like it's gonna do damage, and it does, and we all know the pitching's nasty. So just Devin Williams, man, you can't go punching walls, you idiot. But anyways, besides the point, let's get into it. I hope you do enjoy it. Of course, if you do, hit that thumbs up down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoy the content, and of course in the comment section, let me know. Today we got the Dodgers and the Giants. Who's winning that series? Because, man, that's a good series right now. So as we head to the offseason, as you can see, the Dodgers won the World Series. What a surprise. But the Brewers actually did beat the Braves this time, which is kind of crazy how I feel like every time we've done one of these videos, we somehow match up with the team that was like the series that eliminated the team. I feel like, you know what I'm trying to say, right? I feel like the series that I show always somehow, like if I'm doing the Brewers, or last video was the Rays, I feel like there's always that series matchup in the video. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like that's the case. Okay, so there's one player I want out of this team immediately, and I'm gonna make it happen right now. This guy, you're gone. Sorry, goodbye. Lorenzo Cain. 1 more year left on his deal. I'll keep him around just because he's been with the Brewers for so long. I do want to improve this team a little bit though, and I already know where I'm gonna go. I'll keep Colton Wong, I think. I mean, like, second base is kind of hard to find anyways in MLB The Show, unless you just go for like Arias, who's like always really good. That's like the first name that popped up in my head. But, you know, I definitely know the center fielder I want immediately. Yelich can stay. Avisail Garcia, I'm considering. It just depends on what other outfielders become available. Narvaez, we all know he's a really good catcher in MLB The Show. Willy Adames can stay. Eduardo Escobar, I'm on the fence about. Like, he's good, but then he's like not good. He did hit 36 home runs. That's pretty impressive. Renato Nunez, did he even get an at bat this season in real life with the Brewers? And then Urias, we'll keep him for now. So I do like some of these players that we have. I feel like we could improve. And then pitching doesn't need to be touched at all. Like, I don't know why Hunter Strickland's over there, but maybe a couple bullpen arms just to strengthen it, because, you know, the Brewers need more help with the pitching. But let's talk about this team. So Manny Pena as a backup. Let's do it. Let's go. $5 million. You got yourself a deal. Boxberger, I'm gonna say no. And then Brett Anderson, maybe a year. $4 million is a lot, but we'll leave it there. So we've got Pena, Anderson. Ooh, I don't know about Escobar, man. I don't know about Escobar. I think I'd have to play him in a matchup only versus lefties, because somehow he went up 14 versus lefties. How much does he want? 8.5. If I can play him only versus lefties, that's fine. And then Garcia would be the same thing. I'm just worried with those stats going down that it's going to be the same situation. So let me hold off on Garcia just because I want to see what other outfielders become available, right? Like, I just want to see if there's someone out there that looks good. David Dahl, we have David Dahl. That's right. Huh. Do I use David Dahl? I'll consider it. I mean, it's arbitration, so might as well. We're going to give everybody a contract. So let me get through that. We've kind of discussed what we're do with this team, but let's do a deep dive in free agency in a sec. All right, so I currently have 3 offers up. One of them's for a prospect that wasn't signed, and a couple others, like Eduardo Escobar, and Starling Martay. I think Starling Martay could be a really good addition to the Brewers in center field. Lorenzo Cain, just a lot of injuries, and it's not like it's like big injuries, like he's not breaking his leg or anything, but I feel like it's always just like a quad or a hamstring, something that like just kind of takes him out for like just a couple weeks at a time, where he just can never really get into a rhythm. I feel like last year he did sit out, but I feel like that's kind of the injuries, you know, hamstrings, quads, a strain here, a tweak here, you know, just things here and there that just kind of take him out for just an extended period of time where he can't get into a rhythm. I think he only played like 78 games this season. Let's see. Yeah, 78 games. And I just feel like, let's just get Starling Martay out there in center field. You know what? 17 mil is a little bit more than I wanted to spend, but we'll do it. Our offer for Eduardo Escobar's taken a little bit. He didn't like it too much. And I'm kind of thinking about it. Why not just rock with Rowdy Tellez? Hits lefties well. Got that pop in the bat. And then what I could do is just platoon him with Keston, because Keston hits righties better. And then that way we could save the money. And hear me out. So I do think Cole Wong, really good second baseman. Great glove. Decent bat. Let's see how he did this year, because I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to double check. Let me see how he did this year. You know what? Not kind of a career average year for him, but actually no, I would say above a career average year for him. He had a pretty good year. Was it fantastic? No, but like it was pretty good. For Colton Wong offensively. In real life, he had a pretty good season. And then Luis Urias, I know also Luis Urias also had a really good year. For him, you know, I know he did kind of cool off towards the end of the season, but for Urias, it was actually a pretty decent season. I still think we could do a little bit of an upgrade. Hear me out. My option is the man who's tearing it up right now with Toronto in real life, Marcus Semien. Let me just throw him some money. I want to make sure that we can afford it, which we can, just barely. And then that allows me a little bit of wiggle room to make a trade for a starter or a reliever, something like that. But I feel like those are going to be my offers. Did he like the offer? Are we in second? We are still in second. Am I really going to have to offer him a 7-year deal? Gross. I don't want to. That's what's going to take. Whatever. We're not going to do 7 years, so it doesn't really matter. But man, that sounds terrible. I thought about Jonathan Scope too, but I think let's go with Marcus Semien. I really don't get him like ever, so might as well. So we're going to go for 2 veterans. Oh, the outfielder. Let me show you the outfielder. Andres Alez. Probably not going to be good, but I'll show you him just in case. And then we'll see what else we do with the team. But for right now, this is what we're going to do. This is where I'm going to leave it. Everybody's been given a contract that I want to give for the most part. So that's fine. If you don't want that offer, that's fine. Whatever. That's fine. Okay. Marcus Semien's in the team. That's good. Starling Martay's in the team. We've got those 2 players that we wanted. Colin McHugh signs with the Mets. And at this point, let's just keep going. Buster Posey to the Braves. Avisal Garcia to the Braves. Rodon to the Cardinals. Of course, the Dodgers signed somebody big. Like that always happens. Eduardo Escobar signs a 2-year deal. Kind of the same of what we were offering him. And Brandon Belt to the Rays. Brandon Belt to the Rays would be an interesting pickup for them. I actually don't hate that signing. Chris Bryant ends up with the Mets like everybody thinks is going to happen, or everybody has been planning on happening for quite some time. Let's see, did Domingo Herman pitch this year? He wasn't fantastic, but you know what? I just feel like he'd be one of those guys the Brewers bring in and somehow they make it work, right? Something about him. Some of his off the field antics are a little questionable, but you know what? Maybe that's what he just needs, a change of scenery. So I'm just trying to see if there's any pitchers here that interest me. See if we can pick them up, because I did release quite a few pitchers that I just didn't feel like would help us out. So I'm kind of interested in John Gray, just in case, you know, just one of those guys that like, hey, we have a pitcher who's struggling and we could just use him for a season, see if that works. I don't want Osuna. I don't want any of these relievers. So I think we might have to look into the Rule 5 draft to see if we can get a reliever here. So I'm assuming we've got those guys because we haven't got a notification saying that we didn't. And now, did I lose Ethan Small? Did I just lose Ethan Small? I did. I'm not going to use him, but like maybe in a trade I could have used him. That's unfortunate. But now I do need a reliever. That's what I want, actually. Like, it's not that I need one. I want one as well. And I'm going to go with someone that I normally don't go with. So let's see. I feel like, did we go with Sir Anthony Dominguez recently? Maybe like a few videos ago. But for some reason, he's like calling my name right now. Out of all, like Keenan Middleton, maybe. But I feel like Sir Anthony Dominguez. Yeah, let's go with him. Let's go with him. And that's it. That's all I want. I don't want anybody else. Don't give me anybody else. Let's get through the rest of the off season. And maybe we'll see if anybody else kind of pops up. I did see that Cronenworth re-signed, which if I would have known he was available, he actually would have been a decent little pickup for us as well. Just another offensive piece. But let me see. Any other pitchers that look decent right now? I don't think so, because like a little bit older. I don't like Daniel Norris. I released, but he also wanted like 5 mil. Yeah, he wants to. See, I was gonna say 5 mil. I think it was like 3.5 that he wanted for arbitration, and he's still looking for 4 million. No shot. And I know when he joined the Brewers this year, he was a little rough. So we're not going to bring him back. I didn't sign back Daniel Vogelbach because Keston Hiura has really similar stats, and I just want to give Keston another shot. If Keston doesn't pan out and we need a trade for a first baseman because Rowdy's also struggling, then so be it. That's fine. We can make that work. I'm not going to stress about that. But yeah, I think that's it. I don't really see anybody else that like could help us out. Yeah, for right now, maybe Malik Smith as a platoon outfielder, but we've got, who do we have? We've got Starling Martay, we got Tyrone Taylor, Yelich, because Starling Martay is going to start in center. I'm thinking about starting Taylor in right. Could we use an outfielder? Who's my DH? Renato Nunez. We might actually, could we use that outfielder? Yeah, I guess we could use David Dahl and then save that money. Because who was I looking at again? It was center fielder Malik Smith. We could just use David Dahl and then maybe store Malik Smith in the minors. I know it sounds terrible, but let's just pick him up. Doesn't hurt. Extra player, a little bit more depth. Can't complain about that at all. So I think that's it. Brandon Crawford's an interesting one, but I'm afraid it's just gonna tank. So I'm gonna leave it there. Plus, I still want to make some trades, and I know we're gonna need to. So let's hold off. Let's get to the start of the season, and let's go make those trades. All right. So I know Hunter Strickland had a fantastic season in real life, but I'm gonna trade him and Renato Nunez for Keone Kela of the Padres. Doesn't leave us with a lot of money, but at least it helps out with the bullpen situation. Devin Williams, I don't have 100% faith in him right now. And he just never really does well in franchise. So we're going to see how this team does right here. John Curtis, I like. Brent Suter, we know I like him in franchise. I'm a little hesitant. And then, of course, our starters are fantastic. Brett Anderson's here. And then the lineup. I realized I'm rocking a lot of outfielders. And I feel like I could use someone. Maybe call up Keston. Oh, wait, I have Corey Ray up. Why do I have Corey Ray up? Hold on. Wait a second. He's not... No. All right, so now I can call up Kes. I was wondering, I was like looking at it. I'm like, why do I have so many? There we go. And then Rowdy's there. And that actually works out perfectly now because I was looking at this. Where was I? So this is good. I'm looking at my lineup now here. I'll show you the lineup as well. I feel like, yes, lineup versus lefties. Yeah. Yep, that's how I want it. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, we're good now. We're set. Oh, I want Starling Martay up here actually. I want Starling Martay as our leadoff guy. But yeah, everything's good now. This is the team. Martay was a good addition. Semien, we've got him. Perfect. Yeah, and then I feel like we could definitely make an addition at the trade deadline. I almost said all-star break. The trade deadline if we need to. Let me get into the regular season, see what we're looking like. Ranked fourth. We've got some decent defense for once. Good contact. Second pitching. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's a nice looking team right there. I like that. That's a couple additions. But you know what? Pretty big ones. Semien and Starling Martay. Oh yeah, let's do it. All right, so at the deadline, things are going pretty well. 58-40. We got a 4.5 game lead Let's go take a look and see how everyone's doing. So far, so good. Ooh, Adrian Hauser and John Gray struggling a little bit. How? Okay, this is all jumbled up. Jeez. Hold up. Why is this? I hate how this happens just because. All right, so we're good now. We're good now. So Herman hasn't pitched a lot. He's only pitched what? Oh, actually, no. He has pitched a lot. So even though it was all jumbled up, he has pitched a lot. I'm going to call up Domingo Herman. Yeah. I'm going to call up Domingo Herman. That was all jumbled up. And then let's take a look at, ooh, do we trade for somebody too, just to really solidify? Yeah, we trade for somebody. And bullpen, acquisition of Kayla. Let's just flip those. Josh Hader, my guy, what is going on? And then everybody offensively, Colton Wong's a little bit of a disappointment. Hero's a little bit of a disappointment too. Tyrone Taylor, I really only wanted him versus righties, versus lefties. So I guess actually he shouldn't be playing a lot. Like David Dahl should be getting plenty of at bats. He's doing well there. Okay, Urias at third, he's struggling. Jace Peterson's doing well. Rowdy Tellez is doing well. Okay, so it's just Tyrone Taylor struggling a little bit. So offensively, I think we could maybe do with the first baseman. Like, I'm not going to go out and, like, get one right now. I want to focus on pitching. I feel like pitching is really going to be the one that wins us games. But Rowdy Tellez is doing really well versus lefties. So let me see if there's anybody available. Oof. I would love to get those guys. Eduardo Escobar is having a really good season. And of course, I didn't go after him. I decided to go after somebody else instead. But that's just what happens. So let's go for nobody here. Actually, I didn't even look at like pitchers that were available. Sandy Alcantara, they're making him available. Yeah, get in the team. Hauser, you can be part of the trade. And who else am I not going to use? Patrick Weigel. And you can also have Stuart Myers. Alcantara, be part of this team. I've heard Alcantara as well. Could be Alcantara. I'm not 100% sure. And I do also want to see if maybe we can get a first baseman. I feel like Keston's he's been given his shot. He's just not going to get it though. So who could I get? Max Muncy's off the table. All right, that's understandable. Max Muncy's pretty good. Who else could I go for? Josh Bell. What's Josh Bell up to? He hits righties well. Does have that power versus lefties too. Having a pretty terrible year though. That is not what you want to see. Anybody else who I could go after that's having a good year. And maybe someone that I normally don't go after. Freddie Freeman. I don't think I can afford Freddie Freeman though. That was the issue there. Ty France. He's not having a great year. Not having a great year. He's not having a great year. I don't know who I want. Something's wrong with me. You know what? Matt Olson. Let's go Matt Olson. Something happened to me. Jared Walsh maybe. I honestly, at this point, I'm losing my mind. Let's keep going here. Let's give Corey Ray, and they can also have Jesus Parra, and we'll get Jared Walsh into the team. Oh man, so he's our new first baseman. He slots in perfectly. Pitching wise, we have Alcantara. We'll send down John Gray, and we'll call up Herman, and we should be good to go then. I think I do need to sign a couple pitchers for the minor leagues just because I traded at least one. The bullpen is still a little bit of a question mark, but I feel like with our starters, they'll turn things around now. And then offensively, adding Walsh to the first base spot, I mean, like that's what we needed. That's exactly what we needed. So we should be good there. Yeah, we should be fine. I like those moves. That was crazy. Those were some good moves. Let's finish off the season. All right, so as we finish off this season's going well. I hope we're at the 80 win mark. Let me switch this up. But let me tell you who I think is going to win between the Dodgers and the Giants, because I completely forgot to do that. So Dodgers and Giants, I think the Dodgers, I think the momentum's starting to shift towards them. I feel like things are kind of moving in their direction. And I just feel like the Dodgers are going to win it. Like, nothing against the Giants. They've been fantastic this year, and they definitely still could win. Like, I'm not writing them off, but I just feel like the momentum's starting to shift towards them. You know, they're starting to hit the ball a little bit better. And I don't know, something about it's giving me this whole they're gonna win feeling, and they're just a really good team. So like I said, if the Giants do win, it wouldn't surprise me, but I am gonna pick the Dodgers to win that series. So here we go. Season is over. We won 100 games, 104 to be exact, 5 less than the Dodgers, as we're talking about the Dodgers. Yankees won 100 games. Interesting. Okay. And as we move to the league leaders, Brandon Woodruff had the best winning percentage. Starling Martay with triples and stolen bases. Like, Starling Martay is just wild when it comes to that stuff. Stolen bases. Like, he's insane. Woodruff with the gold glove. Brian Reynolds. I don't think I've ever seen Brian Reynolds win an MVP. 41 home runs. Wow. Okay. Brian Reynolds. Have a season. Rafi Devers as well. Cy Young went to Garrett Cole. Brendan McKay. Are we sure? Are we sure this is, when you've got Brian Reynolds and Brendan McKay winning some major awards, I'm starting to question a couple things. Like, this might be a weird, like, a sim. Let's see what's going on. Like, the playoffs don't look too different. The Reds made the postseason, but like, that's not too shocking. But now I'm starting to question, like, what's going on with this. So let me make sure we didn't, like, lose anybody that, like, I feel like we should probably have in the team. Like, Jace Peterson, he actually looks like a pretty good bat to have. So who's getting sent down would be the question mark. Like Manny Pena, but I feel bad sending down our backup catcher. We kind of need that. But like, Jace Peterson's kind of nasty. Luis Perdomo didn't even pitch at all, so I don't know why he's up. If we're gonna go with somebody, why not go with Brett Anderson? You know what I mean? Like, he had a really good year too. So let's just call up Brett Anderson. Let's send down Luis Perdomo. Brett Anderson, come back to us. Join us. We'll rock the extra pitcher. I don't mind that. Losing Jace Peterson, a little bit of a question mark, but I don't know who do we send down? Urias? Like, that sounds like that's a I don't know. We'll leave it there. Okay, let's talk about pitching now. We've been sitting here too long. John Gray. Actually, let's send down John Gray. John Gray wasn't good. We'll just not rock the extra pitcher. I lied. We're gonna rock the extra bat. Yeah, we're gonna rock the extra bat. We're going full offense, which is like not what the Brewers are about, but for this postseason we are. So Brett Anderson, have a season. 3.38 ERA, sub 1 WHIP in 75-ish innings. Yes. Brent Suter, yes please. Continue to be good, please. Sir Anthony Dominguez was fantastic. I like that little Rule 5 pickup. Kayla definitely did struggle. We probably should have traded him away after we traded for him, I should say. Curtis was outstanding. Holy cow. Give him the ball every game. Doesn't care. If his arm falls off, it falls off. Give him the ball. Devin Williams turned it around for sure. Potential went up as well. And Josh Hader did turn it around. So hopefully he doesn't give up a home run to Freddie Freeman this series and we lose. Corbin Burns was fantastic. Realistically, should probably have a potential, but we'll leave it there. Great season. Same with Brandon Woodruff. He'll probably be number 1 for the postseason. Freddie Peralta struggled. Yikes. Again, probably the B potential hurting him, but if he's having this good of a year like he did last year, probably should go up. You know what I mean? Sandy Alcantara, great. And Domingo Herman, you know what? Did the work. So we'll flip those two. We'll go like this. Maybe I do like Freddie Peralta. I think he's a good pitcher, but if we're trying to win, I got to put Alcantara there. All right, postseason. Let's take a look at our lineup really quickly. Lorenzo Cain, yeah. Jace Peterson was really good. 58 at bats, just got on base every single time. Manny Pena struggled. Rowdy Tellez, I like that. Lefty killer, looks like it. Lefty killer, lefty hitter, doesn't happen often. Look at all those cold zones for Tyrone Taylor. You love to see it. I don't think it really plays an effect. He actually didn't have a bad season at all. So I'm pretty happy with that. And as we move over here, we've got Starling Martay with almost 40 doubles, 13 triples, 18 home runs, and 40 stolen bases. 381 on base percentage. That's my leadoff hitter right there. Willy Adames, yeah, give me more of that. 35 doubles, almost 40 home runs. Woo, crazy season. Semien, I'll take the 30 home runs. You know what? I'm happy with that. 21 stolen bases too. Almost 30 doubles. Yeah, give me more. Yelich. See, that's what you're looking for from Yelich. Not whatever he's been doing, looking at sliders right down the middle to lose a game, or end the game, I should say. Narvaez was fantastic. Colton Wong. For Colton Wong, that's actually a pretty decent year. I will take that, Colton Wong. Jared Walsh, I like the pickup that we had there. Good power bat for us, especially versus righties. And then David Dahl, I'll take it. Nothing spectacular, but he got the job done. And Luis Urias didn't get as many at-bats, but still didn't really take advantage of it. So for lefties here, I think this was Jace Peterson. Yeah, it was. And that's going to be the only change. All right, postseason time. And I'm going to save it because I have a tendency to back out. So let me save it, and then we'll just hop into it. I'll just do this. Boom. There we go. We'll save it. Bam. Let's get into it. Yeah, of course I want to overwrite it. I just don't want to back out like an idiot and then lose everything. So here we go. Against the Braves. Whew. Let's see how it goes. We win the first. Oh, boy. Corbin Burns. Can't have that. Can't have that. Freddie Peralta. Bam. We win it. I gave it to Domingo Herman. I said, hey, man, I have faith in you. Let's take on the Dodgers now. This is where I'm a little worried about. Did anybody suck? Starling Martay did. Anybody else? A lot of lefties in this lineup, huh? Let's flip that and let's go like that. Yeah, I like that. All right, I'm feeling good. Brandon Woodruff, last game you went 9 innings, shutout innings, and we win that one. That's what I'm talking about. And the next one, we're up 2-0. Sandy, bummer. Yeah, okay, win it for us. Domingo Herman. Domingo Herman, I'm giving you the ball to close it out if we go to a Game 5 next series. We're taking on the Blue Jays. Really? What is the Blue Jays team looking like? Like, how are they to this point? Robbie Ray, Ryu, Barrios, Manoah, Ethan Small. So they took him from us. How did he do on the year? Struggled a little bit. They've got Pearson, Hansel Robles, and bullpen's looking decent. When we take a look at their offensive lineup, let's see. I mean, offensively, Brandon Crawford's a decent addition. Javi Baez, okay. Offensively, yeah, that's a team and a half for sure. All right. Are we all good pitching wise? We are. Brandon Woodruff, game 1. That's a win. There we go. One more. All right, this one we're going to quick manage. I made the mistake last time not to do that, so let's get into it. All right, I did say I was going to give it to Domingo Herman if we needed to close it out, but Freddie Peralta, you're the Brewer. Let's do it. Taking on Alek Manoah. He's good. He's really good. I think he's going to be a fantastic pitcher for the Blue Jays. Not able to score that game. That inning, I should say. And we get hit by a pitch. We're threatening David Dahl, Luis Urias, solo home run, Brandon Crawford. Really? 2-0? Not like this. Come on, we gotta. There it is. Christian Yelich, 2-2 game. There we go. We're back even like that. We're getting these base runners. This is the time to shine. Starling Martay. There we go. Willy Adames can't extend the lead even further, but you know what? One run. That might be all we need. A ground out. Freddie Peralta is getting tired, so if I can sneak 5 innings out here, I'm happy. And that's what we get. Perfect. Narvaez, Dahl, anybody? Just see, this is what we need. Fielder's choice. All right, we're gonna take out Peralta. We're gonna go to righty, lefty, righty, lefty. They're not making this one easy for me. I'm gonna go Brent Suter though. I'm gonna see how this goes. Perfect. The Teoscar Hernandez at bat was the one I worried about the most, and then Marcus Semien doing damage against his former team. That's tough to see. That is tough to see, but I'm happy, and I'm definitely taking out Suter here. He is not facing Baez. No shot, and we get out of it. Man, bullpen so far so good. I'm liking what I'm seeing. We can't score there. 8th inning. You know what? Let's go to Devin Williams, and hopefully he does his job. Didn't like that. I did not like that at all. Lefty, lefty, pinch hit. Rowdy Tellez time. Bam. Former team, get the walk. That's what I'm talking about. Double play, not great. Josh Hader. Let's have a conversation here. Josh Hader, please. Please, please, please. Please. Whatever you do, no home runs. No runs. Just close it out for me. That's all I need. A strikeout, okay. A ground out. This. He did it. He did it. Josh Hader. There we go. World Series. Milwaukee Brewers. There we go. Awards. MVP to Narvaez. And playoff MVP Marcus Semien. Omar Narvaez, 571. Only 2 RBIs, but he was the World Series MVP. Interesting. A 571 average, but only 2 RBIs. As you can see, Yelich had a postseason. Like to see that. Marcus Semien had a postseason for sure. That's good to see. Our 3-4 hitters delivering. Anybody else? Narvaez was good. We know that. Anybody off the bench? Jace Peterson with the 500 average and 2 at-bats. Rowdy Tellez struggled a little bit, but it had to have been the pitching, right? Woodruff was great. Actually, wait, how did we win? How did we win? What? How did we win? How? Oh, we just somehow outscored them. I mean, and that sounds like really dumb to say, but that's really what it is, right? That's really what it came down to. We just somehow just squeaked out wins. 5-4, 3-2, 2-1, 5-3, 4-1, 3-2, 4-3, 11-9. So the pitching was like, yeah, we're going to allow a lot of runs, but the offense just squeaked out those wins. And I'll take it. There we go. The Brewers postseason fix up, rebuild real fast. Let's flip it around, win it, whatever you want to call it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoy the content. And of course, in the comment section, get involved. Let me know what you think of the postseason so far. The one thing I will say, I feel like games are moving too slow. We got to speed them up. 4+ hours a game. That's too long. We got to get these games moving. Otherwise, I'm really enjoying it. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.